welcome to my channel. My name is Christine. I hope you're doing well today. So today we are talking about decorating shelves, and I want to give you tips on how to decorate any shelf in your home. So the first tip is gather items first, then you decorate. You can do this over a duration of time. Maybe if you don't have the full amount of money you need for the decor items, then you need to accumulate them on a period of time. I would say first of all you should know the items you need to purchase so that you can create a budget around it, and I'll just give you a few items that you may need for your decoration purposes. So I would say the first thing, it's good to get vases. They are very good. You can put greenery, you can also leave them like that. And vases, you can pair the same vase that are of different sizes. You can pair them up. You can use sculptural items, you can use books, small and large. And what I'm saying, all these things you can buy different sizes so that they can vary and be more interesting to the eye. So the other things, you can use balls, you can use wall art, you can use anything that is decorative to you. You can use it on a shelf. And when you're picking your shelf, maybe you're getting a bookcase, then you should consider how big your items are so that you can get adjustable shelves. So if you have a very big vase that might not fit on a certain bookshelf, then make shelves that are adjustable so that you can be able to fit any item that you bring home. The other thing that you can throw in your shelf is personal items like photos, or even personal items that have been passed on from maybe your grandma or your mom or anyone, or even your significant other. You can also put them in your bookshelf. So the other tip is layer your pieces, create a backdrop behind certain items. For example, when you're using like art pieces, you can put a picture frame behind maybe a stack of book or balls or anything. So it's very good to layer, and also you can layer with different things. And when I'm talking of layering, it doesn't have to be like something behind the other. You can just put them on a line or just cluster them. You can put different sizes of vases or candles, and that is layering there, and it will make the bookshelf more interesting. So the other tip is the big bulky items. The best thing is to put them down on the bottom shelf, because those big items, they will look so bulky when they're on top there, and maybe you put small items below and the big ones on top, they will look so bulky. It will not look so balanced. So for example, if you have like storage baskets, you can put the storage baskets on the bottom shelf, and then you layer other things on the top shelves that are not as bulky. So that's one tip you should consider while decorating. So the other tip is go big and go bold, or go home. And when I talk about this, is don't put the small knickknacks here and there, because you will need so many of them and the whole place will look so cluttered. So I would say declutter. If you have a shelf with so many things, declutter. Buy big things, buy big books, big frames, big things that will make the shelf look more thought out and not so cluttered. So go big, go with bigger sizes. And also tall, maybe you can get a big tall vase, or you can get big books, and you don't have to use many items because you can use 2 or 3 on a bookshelf. So the other tip is vary the heights of the accessories in one shelf. So I would say don't line them up like one height line. That will not make it interesting, and it will make your eye just travel like this. It should like be interesting, like the heights should be one higher, the other one is less higher, not biggest, but at least some items should be higher than the others. So when the items are higher than the others, they'll make the eye travel like not on a line, like in an interesting way, and it will keep your eye interested to just look at that bookshelf, and it will also look well thought out and not just placing just things there for for the case of just putting them there, that it is well thought out. So when you're doing that, buy different sizes. The heights should vary, it should not be the same height. So the other point is mix materials. Don't go with the one material. Even if it's on the kitchen shelves, don't use just ceramics or just glass things. Please mix them. Use like metals, wooden things, greeneries, ceramic, stone items, so that the shelf can be more interesting. So when you're buying things, vary them, but please, when you're doing this, even before you start buying things, know the colors you want to use, know the metals you want to incorporate, because you don't have to do like copper, gold, silver, bronze, or don't mix all of those, but know the ones that you need, so that when you're going to party, you know the items that you need to choose for your bookshelves. So don't have one. You can use different things, like you can use like a canvas art behind a bow or any decor item, and that will make your bookshelf so interesting. So go with different types of materials. So the other tip, I would say, follow the style of your home when you're decorating. Let the bookshelf not feel so isolated from like the style that you have. So if you love like the glam style, so still incorporate those glam items, the shiny metallic glass things on your bookshelf. If you go modern, you like the modern style, please go with clean lines. You can use black and white, not a lot of things on the shelf. Also, if you like the eclectic style, then incorporate so many things. It can be a little bit more busier than the modern style, so go with that. You can also remember to incorporate the colors that you've used in your home. You don't have to do all the colors, but at least the main colors should be on your bookshelf, so that it can be like cohesive with the room. So another tip is when you're arranging the books, so your books can go horizontal or vertical. When you want to go vertical, please ensure that your bookshelves are high enough so that you can be able to like stack your books in a vertical way. And also, when you put the books in a vertical way, for them not to fall, you can use a bookend, you can use a vase, you can use anything to hold them so that they cannot fall off, and that's also a tip for you. So, and then when you're doing it horizontal, don't just put one book. If you put one book, then layer something on top, but just put like a stack of like 3 books, and also you can place something on top to just keep it interesting. And also, when you're putting books, you can put books of the same cover, maybe black and white or red, or which color you want. And also, you can play with different colors depending on the style that you're going with this bookshelf. And also, if you have colored books and you don't like the colors, you can also like invert the books. I'll show photos here of what I mean. And also, if you still have colored books and you love the size of the book but you don't like the colors, you can paint with a paint that is not water based, because you don't want the paper to shrink. You can paint with the colors that you want. You can also cover it with maybe a linen fabric or any other, maybe a khaki paper. You can cover them and they can still look good. I'll keep inserting photos here. So books are very essential because someone can pick and read. And when you're decorating a bookcase, I would say like try to cluster different books according to their colors so that it can be like interesting. Don't place like white, black, red. Don't do a rainbow. Just put like the red books together, the yellow, the pink on different like the bookcases, so that it can be interesting, and also it makes it to stop looking so cluttered. I would also say don't make your bookshelves so utilitarian. And when I talk about this, I mean don't make them, for example, it's a bookshelf for your kitchen. Don't just put cups and bowls and plates. Please add a vase, add a wall art, put put maybe chopping boards and make it more interesting. And when you're doing this, of course, you're mixing your materials, it will be more interesting. Add a basket there, and don't make it so cluttered. Make it more, of course, interesting. It's for storage, but make it more interesting. Put different kinds of things. And when it's maybe a bookcase on the living room and it's just for decor, please make it look beautiful. I would say just go to Pinterest, look at how different people put their bookshelves together, and that can help you keep learning. And also you can use these tips because they are useful, and I hope this will really help you. So the other thing that you need to know even before you start styling, that styling is an ongoing process, because our styles keep varying. Maybe today you like this style, and maybe after 2 years you'll be leaning more to another styles. And also trends come and go. Maybe this item that is very trendy this year, and maybe in the next 2 years it will not be trendy. So you can sell those items and keep adding to those items. You can paint your bookshelf a different color. So this is an ongoing style, so don't feel overwhelmed to just do it at once. You can collect things as you go and as you please. If the bookshelf right now is a bit cluttered, you can scale it down and add and reduce, and make it more appealing to you. And also don't fear to just leave one shelf blank, because it's interesting. Or just put one large item. It will be interesting. If you don't want your shelves to be cluttered, then you can use that tip. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm so happy. I hope this series is really helping you, and I just want to help you to make your homes beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Bye. I hope you watch the next video.